There's this other impulse happening on the planet. And a program like yours is an example, as there are many, of people having a different conversation.
The villains are not easy to spot. They're slick. They wear suits and they appear in front of Congress. They're not like baseball players who take steroids, you know? Yeah. They're steroid bankers, but you wouldn't know it.
And there would be occasional things that I would do that were topical, but really it was when Bush took office in 2000, especially after 9/11, that I felt like I need to make work that is a voice that's counter to the dominant voices right now.
It's about all journalism. It's just being fair and accurate. It's, you know, providing a forum for people to speak for themselves, talking about things that you have seen, providing a forum for debate, no matter what the person's position, that they should feel when they leave that they got to express their point of view.
I keep faith in these troubled times. These guitars are not a gift to the men in the prison. They're a challenge. They're a challenge, you know. They're been provided by people from outside who believe that these men can be rehabilitated.
I opened the mic and I offered my opinion about Obama being elected. I was very happy about it, and I thought this was an era of hope beginning. And I said, and I'd like to hear from people outside the United States. And so I'm asking all of our regular callers into the United States not to call the show. Please don't call the show. We only want to hear from people outside the United States. And the first call was a woman in a little village in southern Mexico, sobbing. You have given us hope.
What got me into veganism is like equal parts like compassion and altruism, and also a desire to feel superior and to judge people who disagreed with me.
Bottles of Gallo wine were passed around, and my mom's gay friends had berets and cool mustaches, and they took me to the park, and my conservative divorced father hated her guts.
We're getting close to the end of our time, but one
this
thing
is,
I did
you know,
want to
this
ask,
has been really enjoyable for me. I never get to talk about this stuff in interviews ever.
Yeah,
I should have made some notes.
And he was a top advisor to Gorbachev.
Through a completely sick, broken healthcare system.
Remember the lesson from that. It wasn't the clash that changed my perspective.
It just flies in the face of sort of everything you're brought up to believe about what America is supposed to be.
Joking about assassinating people, encouraging violence, encouraging racial hatred.
Last year I spent a lot of time in Southeast Asia. I was in Burma.
Later was sort of adapted by a gospel group and sung by
Real change. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with Congress?
So we must do more than end wars. We must end the beginnings of all wars.